He may just turn things around radically. And even if he doesn't, I'm going to follow him and worship him and praise him because he's worthy. And we want to reach out to everyone who's perishing, seek him, seek to love on them, seek to bless them, and not bring that hypocritical judgment. You got to get that plank out. But if that plank is out, then please take that speck out. You know, if somebody's walking around with a speck in their eye, it stinks. Here, you know, like here would be a sermon illustration. I'll bring some sawdust next week, and we'll all put a piece of sawdust in our eyeballs. This is a joke. A terrible, terrible illustration, wouldn't it? You know, Seth would like that one. Okay. But I promise you, with that little piece of sawdust in your eyeball, you don't care. I want it out. It's not good for me. It's not conducive to human flourishing. If I care for you, I want to see that speck come out of your eye. I just have to do it in a way that's of the right spirit. So, man, there's so many things. There's so many things that are awesome about the potential that we have to bring life to the nations, isn't there? The last time I preached, we talked about the Sermon on the Mount and how before Jesus dealt with sexual immorality, he dealt with anger and contention, and that saying, "Oh, you fool," is essentially putting anger and contention together, and it's totally destructive of the image of God and man, as I was talking about earlier. Well, I had somebody tell me, I know that I have a problem with this. And I know it's wrong, but I can't seem to stop. And I realized, okay, we need to lay more of a foundation. Why? That's why I say understanding is so important. When you ask the question, what does it mean to be mature? What is the spirit something is meant to be of? So if I clean up my own life through my own discipline and my own strength, what happens? I'm such an awesome Christian if you could only be as awesome as me. Right? Look how I did it. I'm super special. It stinks, doesn't it? It's the wrong spirit. Of course, I'm exaggerating. It's the subtleties of these things that I'm highlighting that we really need to pray for wisdom and discernment on, right? And I was explaining, if you're wrestling with this, the answer never, like the joke, praying to the person, God, oh God, I'll never do this again. Oh God, I'll never do this again. And you try hard not to do it again, and then you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again. Because God does not transgress the image of God and man in the way that he works. He's trying to develop mature human beings, mature sons and daughters of God.